Hello everyone, welcome to your learning channel. Today in unit number 2, we learn present simple tense. So let's get started. Here is a situation. Alex is a bus driver, but now he is in bed asleep. He is not driving a bus. He is asleep. Here, he drives a bus. He is a bus driver. Note this, he drives a bus. He is a bus driver. You can make present simple tenses like they drive, you drive, we drive, I work, you work, they work, it drives, it works, it does, he works, she drives, he does, he drives, he works. Here we have more other example sentences. Usage of present simple tense. We use here first verb form. Nurses look after patients in hospitals. Nurses look after patients in hospitals. I usually go away at weekends. The earth goes round the sun. The cafe opens at 7:30 in the morning. So in these kinds of sentences, present simple tense is always used. Here we have I work, he works. You go, it goes. They teach, my sister teaches. I have, he has. Here has, here have. Here you can see go and goes with it. Here we have do I work? Questions. How to write questions in present simple tense. We put do or does before subject, before any name or pronoun. Do we work? Do I work? Do they work? And with he, she, it, singular subject, so we put here does in the beginning. Does he work? Does he do? Like this. And here you make negatives. They don't work. They don't drive. You don't drive. You don't do. It doesn't drive. It doesn't work. It doesn't do. She doesn't drive. She doesn't work. She doesn't do. He doesn't work. He doesn't drive. He doesn't do. Okay. I come from Canada. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? This is question in present simple tense here. I don't go away very often. I don't go away very often. This is negative in present simple. What does this word mean? What does this word mean? Rice doesn't grow in cold climates. So you have learned here negatives, questions in these example sentences. Here we have here more other. What do you do? What do you do? I work in a shop. He's always so lazy. He doesn't do anything to help. I get up at 8 o'clock every morning. How often do you go to the dentist? This is affirmative, simple sentence. This is question. Now here we see other. Julie doesn't drink tea very often. This is negative sentence in present simple tense. Robert usually goes away 2 or 3 times a year. Okay, so we have here other last part of present simple tense, some usages. I promise I won't be late. What do you suggest I do? What do you suggest I do? I suggest that you. I apologize, I advise, I insist, I agree, I refuse. These are the phrases that you can use in present simple tense. Now here we have exercises. Okay, so we'll start from here. Now here one verb is already in this blanks field. Tanya speaks German very well. Okay, Tanya speaks, not speak, because Tanya is singular here. Beck and Jack, Ben and Jack go to the same school, so we use here go to the same school. Bad driving, bad driving causes many accidents. Bad driving causes many accidents, so we have used this verb cause. Here we used go in the number 2 sentence here. Now we have here the museum. Now we can see here closes. The museum closes at 4 o'clock on Sundays. Closes. Museum singular. Museum is singular, so that's why we use closes, not close. The museum closes at 4 o'clock on Sundays. Here you have my parents. Now we use here live. My parents live, not lives, because my parents is plural, so that's why we put here live. My parents live in a very small flat. The Olympic Games. Take. The Olympic Games take. The Olympic Games take, because games is plural, so we put here take. The Olympic Games take place every 4 years. The Panama Canal, now we use this connects. Connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Now here we will make negative and question sentences, and also see here some simple sentences. So let's get here started. Julia doesn't drink, because we like to make it this sentence negative. What time does the banks close here? What time do the banks close here? I have a car, but I don't use it much. But I do not use it much. Where does Maria come from? Where does Maria come from? What do you do? What do you do? Okay, now here you have question mark at the end of this sentence. Look at this sentence. What does this word mean? What does this word mean? David isn't very fit. He does not, or you can also write here doesn't do any sport. Do any, okay, here. Do any sport. It takes me an hour to get to work in the morning. It takes it, when we put here in the beginning it, so we use here takes, not take, because it is singular. It takes me an hour to get to work in the morning. How long does it take you? How long does it take you? Okay, now here we have the relations remaining. The earth goes around the sun. Rice doesn't grow in cold climates. The sun rises now here. The sun rises in the east. Bees, we use from this verb make. Bees make, because bees make, not makes. Bees are plural. Bees, the word is plural, so that's why we use here just make. Bees make honey. Vegetarian do not eat. This is eat here. Vegetarian do not eat meat. An atheist does not or doesn't in short form. An atheist doesn't believe here. Doesn't believe in God. An interpreter translates. Translates from one language into another. An interpreter translates from one language into another. Liars are people who don't tell the truth. Don't tell the truth. This verb tell we used in this sentence. The river Amazon flows into the Atlantic Ocean. Flows into the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, now we have still remaining 2 parts of the exercises here. So let's do them. Does your sister play tennis too? Then you have your question mark. You know that Liza goes to the cinema a lot. You want to know how often? Ask her. How often do you go to the cinema? Okay. Here we have question because we are asking here in this sentence a question. You know that Lisa's brother works. You want to know what he does. What does your brother do? What does your brother do? And here you have question mark. You're not sure whether Lisa speaks Spanish. You want to know. Do you speak Spanish? You don't know where Lisa's grandparents live. You want to know, ask her. Where do your grandparents live? Here you have question, okay? Now we have here the last part of this unit exercise. So let's do this. Mr. Evans is not in the office today. I suggest you try calling him tomorrow. So this is done. We have already this here put suggest. I suggest. Now I won't tell anybody what you said. I won't tell anybody what you said. I promise. I I promise. You must let me pay for the meal. I insist. I insist. I insist. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize for what I said. I apologize for what I said. I shouldn't have said it. The new restaurant in Baker Street is very good. The new restaurant in Baker Street is very good. I recommend. I recommend it. I think you are absolutely right. I agree with you. I agree with you. So we have put all these verbs in these sentences. Today you have learned this unit number 2 in English grammar use, intermediate level. You have learned this unit today, present simple tense. Then we have also done all these exercises with you. So I hope you have understood this tense, present simple tense. And thank you. We'll meet in another lesson. Take care. Bye.